Zoran is doing very well in Queens, better than expected. Yeah, I noticed that too. My memory was that, at least for the early voting, right, or maybe in general, that Mamdani was almost like a wash in Queens, but +8 in Queens is big. I certainly didn't remember him being listed better in Queens than in Manhattan. But keep in mind, Bronx and Staten Island didn't vote early that much. So we'll have to see how those numbers pan out. What the f, Bronx? Yeah, again, black voters. A lot of conservative black voters. Being ahead 10 points now is a good early sign. Oh, just shifted a bit. Oh, sorry guys, it's over. Now he's only, what is that, 8.8 points ahead? Yeah, he was 8.9, now it's 8.8. It's f***ing over. Remember, my personal estimate, based on my completely unscientific, uninformed assessment, is that after the first round is completely counted, if Mamdani is 4 or less points behind Cuomo, so even if Mamdani's behind, if he's behind by less than 4 points, I think that's a very positive sign. Can we get an endorsement of Brooklyn? I like Brooklyn. I walked through it when I went to NYC. I walked through Brooklyn. I went over to Left Field NYC, which is a phenomenal shop. I had a great time over there. It was very human. It was very active. How's Queens doing? I mean, you can see. Bronx, too. Oh, the gap's narrowing. Is there enough data here to mean anything? We'll see. We'll see. In a text message, Andrew Epstein, a spokesperson for Zoran Mamdani, described the early results as encouraging. Gotta suck to have this name. Hi, Mamdani. Bill Knapp, a strategist for Fix the City, a super PAC supporting Cuomo, cautioned against reading too much into the very early vote. Voters likely to support Cuomo, including black voters and older voters, tend to vote on primary day. Any idea where the votes from Lander and Adams would redistribute to? Well, these are only guesses. I think it's reasonable to assume that a majority of Adams and Lander's votes will be redistributed. Will be redistributed to Mamdani and not to Cuomo. The question is, how much of a majority? Is it 51-49, 60-40? Right now, half of Brad Lander's first vote share, plus Mamdani's vote share, with only 51% of the votes in, mind you, totals to 49.2. That's really good. That's good. Because I think it's unreasonable to assume that less than 50% of Brad Lander's vote share goes to Mamdani. That puts him right at the cusp. Most of Staten Island's been counted and the margin tightened. Wow, no kidding. 78% in from Staten Island and only Cuomo plus 12? That's surprising to me. That's surprising to me. That's good. Remember, right now we're only looking at round 1 votes, okay? We expect that Cuomo will take the lead in this first round. All the polling data suggests that he will in the first round. The reason why is because the votes that are distributed between Lander and Adams have yet to trickle down and help Mamdani. And we expect it to disproportionately help Mamdani. But what if he doesn't? If the first round has Mamdani ahead, that's a good day. Now, Vaush, I'm not planning for failure even in the first phase of voting. Ooh, plus 0.3, 54% of the votes in. Maybe we shouldn't plan for failure. Maybe we should be delusional. Only people delusional enough to think they can win get to win, after all. Dude, if I was Mamdani, I would be throwing up right now. He hasn't posted anything on Twitter in an hour. He is 100%. Somebody's pulling his hair back over a toilet. Mamdani's 8.1% ahead. He's 8.1% ahead with 54% of the votes in. I expected the lead to taper off a little bit faster, I'm not gonna lie. I expected the lead to taper off faster. As we went from the early day voting into the primary day voting, I'm gonna throw up. Let's not get our hopes up. No. We're not planning for failure, okay? I'm just making it clear to everyone that even polling that showed Mamdani winning showed him winning after not having the largest vote share in the first round. When does the final round happen? The final round happens when somebody gets more than 50% of the vote. Look at the Mamdani party. God damn, dude, look at that. This looks lovely. I wish I was there right now. I mean, I'm happy I'm here with you guys, but I do wish I was there. This is mostly early voting, though. No, not anymore. Well, it's still mostly early voting, but 54% of the votes are in. This is a significant number of voting day votes as well. What if he outright wins it tonight? Well, now you're taking the what if we were delusional message a little too far with that one. That would be insane. No one's estimating that. Keeping an eye on Adam Carlson, keeping an eye on Mamdani. I'm not looking at the poly market. Staten Island numbers are huge for Mamdani. Yeah, I want to see another update. Like 78's already so big, but Cuomo plus 12 in Staten Island is really bad for him. Like really, 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 really bad for him. Now, obviously, only 78% of the vote is in, so maybe the last... Oh, 88% of Staten Island is in, with Cuomo only plus 11. It still says 54 here. They haven't updated. They updated the distribution down here, but they haven't updated this. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. That looked like it was a big update. That looked like it was a big update. Come on, I want to see the update. That was a big one. That was a big one. I'm going to throw up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's, dude, Cuomo plus 11 with 88% of the vote in Staten Island is not good for him. That's not good for him at all. Come on, come on. I want to see what this looks like. Refresh the page. Look, did you see it? It said 62, but then it flashed back to 54. They're hiding the numbers. Did you see it? Yes! Holy shit. I can't believe it. I think he's actually going to do it. I think he's actually going to do it. He's gaining margins even with the same day vote shares being counted in. I can't believe it. He might actually do it. He's supposed to be losing vote share every time there's an update because proportionally same day voting favors Cuomo compared to the early voting, but that's not happening. He's holding this lead. He still has a what is this, 4.6 plus 3.8, 7.8.2? What is it? Yeah, 8.4? Yeah, 8.4. 8.4 difference with 62% of the votes in. Queens is still Mamdani plus 9. Staten Island is Cuomo plus 11. Brooklyn being Mamdani plus 20 is huge. Yeah, Bronx is down to plus 19. Is it going to be like, is it going to be a sweep? Is it going to like beat everyone's expectations? He's not going to win in round one. I'm not engaging in that level of delusion. I don't think so. Cuomo's climbing. He's not climbing enough, man. Nearly 2/3 of the votes are in, and Cuomo is still behind by over 8 points. Like, I know I know that Adam Carlson, who seems like a smart fella, not a fart smella, said that Mamdani wanted to be in by over 10 points. But right now, the indicators with every update are looking pretty favorable. Go back to that stream. I just don't want to miss a drop. I don't want to miss a drop.
And but I think
I guess I wouldn't.
An 8-ish point lead right now with 580,000 votes in, I think is solid. But given the kind of the skew of the early voting electorate, I think I would have liked to see it a little higher for him.
And Michael,
go ahead. We'll see. I think. Okay, listen. I'm not an expert on this at all, but I feel like the information we're getting right now is really, really good. Look at the data mapper website. It's ahead on percent counted. Counted, what's the total? Total counted? I don't know if this is ahead. I can't really use this data in the same way. Top right? Yeah, but that's total. Oh, it says 74%. 74% with Mamdani still having over an 8-point lead. 8.36 in this one. At 74%. I don't know if this is accurate. Of course, it's accurate. It's accurate. It's too specific. Another update? I'm going to throw up. 70% in. Cuomo gains 0.3. Brad Lander loses 0.3. Mamdani doesn't lose vote share. Election nerd agrees that Staten Island is a bad omen for Cuomo. Brad was overestimated in the polls. Maybe. Yeah, but like, you would still expect Brad to break at least 50-50. Staten Island is 91% counted with only Cuomo plus 10. Cuomo has been losing vote share in Staten Island with every update, and now it's basically done counting. Faster updates and not New York Times. Okay. I'm stressed out, okay? This is just borrowing from the AP estimate. 10 city council members of the Progressive Caucus are overperforming in NYC. They're leading by a lot. 10 incumbents. Okay, it's incumbents, though. It could be incumbency bias. This is just ugly. I like looking. The New York Times is a very pretty layout, is the problem. Brooklyn update. More and more, though, more and more I'm believing we have this. Still no post from Mamdani. Decision Desk HQ is saying Cuomo is lacking momentum and the window is closing. With election day vote coming in quickly, Cuomo is not generating the shift he needed in order to take the first choice vote lead. From Decision Desk. Oh shit, dude. I can't believe it. Is it possible? Can a good thing happen? Can a good thing happen in the year of our Lord 2025? I can't believe it. No more moral victories. Only actual victories. Just tune back in. Is it over for sure? No. But it's looking pretty good. 79.4% counted according to this, with Mamdani still up 8.1 points. 8.1 points with 79% counted. Wouldn't Cuomo need to get like 65 to 70% of the remaining votes to make up this difference? Like 65% or something? Just to come ahead in round one. I can't believe it. Mamdani might actually have the majority. He might actually come in first in round one. He killed all his constituents in those nursing homes. What is Israel's opinion on this? No doubt they're firing missiles at NYC as we speak, at Brooklyn. They've discovered Hamas tunnels underneath Brooklyn. 71% of the vote in, and he gained? If he comes in first in round one as the race called for him, no, you have to reach 50%. You have more than 50% of the vote to win. And Mamdani is not going to get more than 50%. He lost. It's over. He lost the 0.1. He's not going to get more than 50% of the vote in the first round. But if he finishes round one, like again, I was saying if Mamdani is behind by less than 4 points, that's good. He might be ahead by 4 or more points in the first round. At which point, I don't want to jinx it, but that seems like that's it. That seems like it's good night for Cuomo. There's still the general? No, there isn't. Oh my God, he's still gaining somehow. How many rounds are there? As many as it takes to reach for a candidate to reach 50% or more. I'm in NYC and people are chanting Mamdani 50 and blaring air horns out of their windows in Queens. I can't believe it. A good thing might actually happen.
Thank you.
Oh man. Yeah, we got another, we're up at 77%, so 826,000 ballots in. And yeah, I mean, his lead just notched up even a little bit more, so I don't know, it's pretty wild. I'm gonna check back in with Polymarket. What are you guys thinking?
I don't subscribe to that nonsense. It's the people's mandate. 1,000-year Mamdani dynasty. Results by neighborhood. Staten +9. His lead, Cuomo's lead, in Bronx and Staten Island have only gone down. Manhattan and Queens have both gone up 1 point since the early vote was counted. Brooklyn's gone down by a point, but, you know, whatever. Mamdani +19. I can't believe it. It's actually done. I'm calling it. I'm actually calling it. I don't think there's any way that Cuomo can win this election. I don't think Mamdani's going to win in the first one, but I'm calling it here. There's just no way. I don't see it. Don't call it yet. I'm calling it. I'm calling the election right here. Mamdani wins. Don't jinx it. I don't believe in jinxing, and I don't believe in moral victories, and I don't believe in anything but hope. I'm calling it. I'm not hedging my bets. I'm committing. Chips down on the table. Mamdani wins. Not in the first round. That would be silly. Williams is projected to win. This was Mamdani's choice for public advocate. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what NYC public advocate does, but good for Williams. If Mamdani likes him, I like him. Vice mayor, basically? Huh, okay. I fear the deep state. If Mamdani wins, it's only the beginning of the trouble. Just keep that in mind. Winning is the easy part. Oh yeah, they're going to Fred Hampton his ass 100%. They're going to COINTELPRO his ass. The Trump administration is going to go to war with him. Like, unironically. It's going to be a day in, day out. Minus 0.1%, it's over. 81% of the votes in. I can't believe it. Dude, you know the freaks and losers at the New York Times are screaming and shitting their pants right now. Mamdani's having a good night so far with more than 70% of the votes in. He's an 8-point lead against Cuomo, more than 60,000 votes again. It is striking to see Mamdani, a state assemblyman and democratic socialist, performing so well against Cuomo, who has led the polls for months and received endorsements from much of the Democratic establishment. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Stay mad. Stay mad. I hate these people. I hope Mamdani tears this city up from the roots. I hate these people.
Is just behind, not even just behind him. He's at 35.7% right now. Andrew Cuomo is at 35.7%, behind Zoran at 43.8%. Brad Lander is a distant third at 11.7%. I will say, as far as Brad Lander goes, I
just want to feel like I'm there, you know? 81% of the votes in. We're in it to the last, folks. Yeah, it's all right. Sorry. Election Center has called it for Mamdani that he might struggle in the general, but like there is legitimately no way Mamdani, the energy that Mamdani is going to bring into the general with this is going to be like a parade through New York City. There's no way. The Cuomo voters are going to stay quiet while, like, you know, trumpets blare. It's not going to be possible. There's no shot that he struggles. There's nothing, no amount of money replaces the person-to-person viral marketing of this kind of mandate. The real difficulty is going to be how he deals with being mayor. Look at the difference in turnout. Manhattan and the Bronx have roughly the same population. Is that true? Do Manhattan and the Bronx have the same population? Manhattan just has like 3.5 times the voter turnout? That's crazy. 84%. Cuomo has the infrastructure to run a third party in the general? No, he won't. No, there's no way. Right after he loses the Democratic primary? No, it's a loser's runoff. No, the doomers are coping. I still have PTSD from India Walton. How's the other map looking? I just like seeing it formally incorporated here. But yeah, we can look at this. 90.47% counted here. With, yeah, Mamdani ahead by 7.7 points. Actually a sweep. I thought I had to be at 50. It will get to 50 in the second or third round. Nobody expected this. I did not see a single poll that showed Mamdani winning by, what are we going to guesstimate it at? Like 6 points, 7 points by the end of this? 6 or 7 points ahead in the first round? I didn't see any. Yeah, polling is the devil. Never listen to polls. Never. They're fake. They're all fake. They're not real. Devil magic. What kind of arrogant magician? Who thinks they could possibly, oh, via numbers, we have determined what a large group of people want. How? By asking them? Well, we asked a small number of them. We asked 1,000 people, so we know what 1 million people are going to do. Take a look at our numbers. The math shows it. Oh yeah, Mr. Pollster? What happens if they change their mind? We didn't account for that in our models. They've played us for absolute fools. None of it's real. Math isn't real. Only believe what you can see. Yeah, look at what the polling landscape has looked like, man. Not all of these are equally credible, but like, it looks like Mamdani is going to settle with more than a +5 at the end of this. So like, even the most positive poll here looks like it's going to be better than that. +17. Keep in mind, these are all first round. I'm crediting this W to Landers. Landers has been a phenomenal ally. Landers has been an exceptional friend and ally. You know he was with Mamdani on the Tonight Show with Stephen Colbert. That's the reason why the Democratic establishment didn't fall behind Landers, by the way, because Landers is a real human being with a spine and a heart, and Cuomo doesn't have those. So they can't fall behind Lander. What's Wall Street going to do with Lander? There's only one Lander. Did I say Landers? Oh, sorry. It just rolls off the tongue. 86%. Hold me, I'm scared. You shouldn't be. Mamdani has won the Democratic primary. All that remains to be seen is by what margin. Yeah, here's data for progress back in March. 3 months ago. Cuomo winning by 30 points in round 1 and 40 points in round 9 after everything pans out. How far we've come. I mean, polling is the devil, etc. But, you know, still, Mamdani has run, a legendary campaign. Yeah, genuinely unprecedented. I can't think of anything in modern American history that compares to it. Certainly not from a socialist perspective. It's all the illegal immigrants voting for Mamdani. Yeah, that's probably true. I genuinely think the pollsters were fudging their numbers. Yeah, maybe. Totally possible. A lot of pollsters have used AI to build theoretical models of what, because it's easier to poll AI than it is to poll people. A lot of them are bought and run biased polls to begin with. Let's take a look at which neighborhoods you should visit and which ones you should avoid. God damn, man. The Upper West Side and Upper East Side are Cuomo, because these motherfuckers are rich, like rich. But down here in lower Manhattan and up in upper Manhattan, I guess. That's all Mamdani. All of Brooklyn, basically. Dude, look at these neighborhoods. Astoria, Mamdani plus 52. Astoria is posting good numbers, okay? Bedford, Stuyvesant, Mamdani plus 44. Where do you got to go to get the high Cuomo numbers? East Flatbush. Where is East Flatbush? Is that somewhere here? No, in the that's East Flatbush. I don't know enough about. Oh, East Flatbush. There we go. That's a big Cuomo district right there. East Flatbush. So stay away from there. Midwood. Also right here. East New York. Midtown East. Shitholes all. They're seething. Billionaire CEO warns he'll close grocery stores if Democratic Socialist candidate wins NYC mayor race. Doesn't everyone hate this grocery retailer? Gristedes? Doesn't everyone hate these? Aren't they shitty and overpriced? Do it, bitch. NYT newsroom looking for fresh anti-Semitism angles.
All right, this is it, people. Let's move. Let's go.
Dude, I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here. Also, I have to give the editor something. Otherwise, it's all kind of meandering. I'm calling it. He's won, dude. There's no way. There's simply no way. 91.79% of the vote counted, and Mamdani is still ahead 7.5% over Cuomo. It is better than the most optimistic estimate from pollsters. There is simply no way that he doesn't win either in the second round or the third. It doesn't matter. The margins here are not achievable. VGG has called the election for Mamdani. I want to know where women voted. Maybe they didn't let us down after all. We're sending Cuomo back to the suburbs. We're sending this loser, sex pest, pedophile, Netanyahu at the ICC defending loser back to the hills where he belongs so he can harass people and avoid black people in peace. Okay? We're sending him back. An iconic photo. Truly. Change the stream title. I will! Live, Mamdani wins NYC mayoral race. We did it. And it's true. MIC? No, I said NYC. I just can't type and talk at the same time. It's very difficult. I have a hard job, the hardest job. The real battle is ahead. I don't think there's any chance that Mamdani loses the general. He's coming in with an overwhelming amount of momentum. I don't think that's happening. What? So like Cuomo and Adams and Curtis Lee? No. Mamdani's going to win, okay? But he is going to get rat by every Democrat. Wall Street and all of those billionaire pedos have it out for him, okay? That dipshit lady, that cunt that we saw on the CBS Business Hour, the Ramble or whatever the they call that show of theirs, pieces of shit like that are going to undermine him at every step. The Democrats are going to second guess him. All of a sudden, you know, Schumer, who's too busy to call out, you know, Trump strikes in Iran, is going to find time to question the leadership of Mamdani in New York City. I promise you, the Trump administration is going to come after him because, I mean, the Trump administration came after Adams, and Adams was already halfway to being a Trump supporter anyway. AIPAC is going, yeah, the AIPAC's going to be screaming everyone, okay? This is the easy part. But I think this goes to show, right? And it's true, you know? In spite of how our situation is politically, and boy is it overwhelming amounts of money from Cuomo, record-breaking amounts of money, did not win him the race. It didn't. Instead, tens of thousands of volunteers, underneath all of the cynicism, right? People went out there and they put the work in, and that was worth more than the money. Tens of millions of dollars lost, overwhelmingly lost to this. 93% count 7-point lead from Mamdani. It's actually a wrap. It couldn't even give Cuomo a round one lead. Absolutely. It's crazy.
Director Bob Hart and Bobby Kuza over at the big board. And let's start with the numbers, Bobby. Show us what's going on in that race.
Show us the numbers, Bobby.
Right. So, I mean, we've been talking about how Zohran Mamdani was supposedly going to be at his high water mark at the beginning of the night, and then the lead was going to narrow and narrow, and potentially former Governor Andrew Cuomo could overtake him. That has not happened.
Nope.
Right? We started with Zohran Mamdani at the beginning of the night with something like a 9-point lead. That has hardly shrunk at all. I mean, he's up 7.4 percentage points right now, and we're almost out of votes. I mean,
we went from 30% of the expected vote to 90% of the expected vote. Mamdani's lead shrunk by 2. This is an Assadist level victory, the likes of which no one predicted. Nobody, not even the most optimistic, you know, flowers on the mind, head in the clouds, we're out here predicting a 7-point lead at the end of round 1 for Mamdani. Nobody was. Nobody was. No more moral victories.
Given the fact that they cross-endorsed each other, polls that have been taken the last couple of months have also shown that most Lander votes go to Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani could not be in a better place right now with 87% of the vote. I also wanted to show you a little bit of the borough by borough breakdown. We knew Zohran Mamdani was going to do well in Brooklyn, and you look at the numbers here. He's up 19 points in Brooklyn. He's also up
Screen hasn't updated.
Queens, which we didn't necessarily expect, up by 8 points in Queens. He's also ahead in Manhattan by about 6 points, make that maybe 5 points. So he's ahead in all 3 of those boroughs. Those boroughs together make up about 79% of the Democratic primary electorate. They make up 79% of Democratic primary voters. So even though Andrew Cuomo is winning in the Bronx and he's winning on Staten Island, that's just not going to be nearly enough. I mean, those 2 boroughs together only make up about 21% of the Democratic.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. 88% of the votes in. Suspicious, NYT. 88, that's the number you're going with? Okay, not saying anything. He couldn't have done this without Lander? No. No, he couldn't have. But you know what? Yeah. We all get by with a little help from our friends, okay? That's from a song that I've heard. It's true, yeah, you do need support to win, right? If you don't have money, you have people power. And he does. No one's out there. Just earlier today, if you didn't see, just earlier today, what did we see? Street interviews. Clickbait wasteland. Get somebody in a vote for Cuomo shirt. Hold the microphone up to his face. What does he say? Hey, sorry about the shirt. I hate this guy, but $200 is $200. They have to pay people. They're not even paying people enough to pretend they don't hate him. That's not a joke, by the way. Go check out Clickbait Wasteland. It's a liberal allying with a socialist. Look, the only liberals who fight tooth and nail to fight socialists are the deep state Wall Street money pedophiles, okay? Regular day-to-day liberals like AOC. Regular day-to-day liberals like Bernie. Regular day-to-day liberals will like Mamdani. What the f is a social or a democratic socialist doing that's making the liberals upset? I mean the voters, not Schumer. What the f are they doing? Nothing. What is there to argue about? The details of fiscal policy? What do you do? Who the f? Nobody votes on that shit. Regular liberals, regular human beings like this. Lander's about to speak. Lander!
Much to do. The gains will feel small and the losses too large, and will rarely agree with whoever's in charge. But we'll keep marching, because our ancestors are all the proof that we need that progress is possible, but not guaranteed. It will only be made if...
I want to talk until Lander talks. Yeah, anyway, so the basic gist of it is that I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But this is only the beginning of the troubles. You have to keep that in mind, okay? The real hard work begins when Mamdani is mayor. And we're a while from inauguration.
supporters. Meg Barnett, everyone. I could have gotten not one more vote than the people standing on this stage today, and I would still be the luckiest guy in the city of New York.
1 second. We're going to watch this in a second. I want to cap this off because a lot of videos have to go out, okay? Listen, I just want to say, no more moral victories. We did it. Thank you to everyone over at PV who phone banked and canvassed. Thank you everyone who phone banked and canvassed in general. We got it. The real hard work begins now, okay? Thank you, everyone. I have to send this over.